Man, y'all know the face, y'all know the name. Y'all tuned into the world's realest podcast, Talk Ain't Cheap podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mr. It's the Movie Clears Real Talk. And I got a nice little hot chocolate next to me. No cap. I got some nice hot chocolate right next to me. Yeah, we live. We outside. We at the Live Center. Live Cafe, Coffee Shop, vibes and that.
Right.
Man, shout out to that man, Danny. Shout out to that man. And like I said, if y'all know Talk Ain't Cheap podcast is a podcast network that hosts different type of programs for different people, all about the vibes. That's what I think my podcast is, just straight vibes, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we on. You gotta
say how we got into it.
Oh yeah. All right, before we get too deep, we just got here. I got a special guest here with me. Special guest, please introduce yourself.
Right now I'm smoking and I'm a little nasally, but we here. I met my guy. He pulled up. This is my first time meeting him. Amazing person. And we just was chopping it up, getting into the yap. And my man said, yo, let's shoot a podcast right now. And I said,
let's do that shit.
Let's do it.
What's your name?
Ayanna.
Hi, Ayanna.
Hi. You got to introduce yourself too.
Oh, what's poppin', everybody? My name is Cletus. Cletus _ Real Talk. If you're personal, if you just a friend and you want to do business, the Cletus Group. Shout out to the Cletus Group. Me and all 18 of my different personalities, my different brands, my different cabinets, my committees. My compadres, my whole little clique of dope individuals that help me with all the different ideas that I have.
I love that. Creative groups is definitely key.
Yeah, the problem is keeping the group together.
Yeah, but I mean that's when being a leader comes in and being the glue, and it's like there gotta be. I feel like naturally in every group there's that glue. There's that one maybe one or two people that kind of set the tone for everybody else, I feel like. Okay,
that's interesting. I never thought of it that way. I think for me I've never really taken time to really define all the things of, it's kind of like who you are. You don't really sometimes define it. You just flow and just go. So to sit down and be like, oh, this is who I am. This is what we do. This is why we do it. And getting to that point is difficult for me because we don't feel like we got to overly explain the process. We just doing what we do naturally.
Yeah. That's the way to go. No cap.
Yeah. So who are you? Where you from? What do you do?
I am originally from the Bronx. I moved to Staten Island. I've been here for a few years. I always went to school out here, though. I was always back and forth.
What high school you went to?
I went to Curtis.
All right, so you're a warrior.
I'm a warrior.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
And I don't know. I definitely, I think a big part of, too, the reason why I want to get back into music is because, I've been embracing, being from Staten Island more a little bit. Especially being here. We at the Life Shop. It's next to Hub. Hub is a creative space for... I don't know. They've got a lot of events going on. Shout out to them for real, because they doing their thing. But yeah. Ever since I've been here, seeing everybody in and out, different creatives, different artists on the island, I'm like, yo, there's some really good talent. There's some real shit out here. People really talented out here, and it goes very unnoticed. So
I'll say this: the issue on Staten Island has never been a talent thing.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Staten Island.
What you want to know? Because for me, I've been here. So I was born in Nigeria, but I've been in Staten Island my whole life. I've been in here since I was 1. So I'm a Nigerian. My household is very Nigerian, but I know everybody. You would think I have a big family just because of how I move on the island for real, and it's nah, I just know mad people. My parents made it very clear that I'm not gonna be one of those people that just sit around and do nothing. I was always out, whether it was church, whether it's work, whether it's this, whether it's school. I'm always out here trying to make things happen. So I feel like that's what makes me special and makes me stand out on this island. But I feel like it's one of those things that I don't know if people are gonna appreciate it until it's like 100 years down the road type shit. So and I'm just like, all right, whatever. Whether they do or whether they don't, I'm still gonna operate.
You appreciate it by me.
I appreciate you too. No cap. Your energy is fire. Like,
and it's crazy because I'm really just meeting you. Like, this is like I'm just like, that's crazy.
I wish, you know what I really wish? I wish I would have set the vibes with the immaculate scent candle. We got a candle here. I don't like if they're not immaculate candles, I do not like them.
Where by my boy's candles.
Immaculate scent.
Good.
If
it smelled great.
She smelled it through the sinus infection.
Right. I smelled it through me being stuffy and congested. But now let's get back to the another thing. Why do you feel like? Because who did that? Shaolin. Shout out to him. He was coming to the Life Shop and doing interviews and asking people why they feel like Staten Island is a forgotten borough and shit.
But I don't think it's that Staten Island's a forgotten borough. We just a different borough that no one.
I forgot the question, but
that's a good question though. Regardless, I don't think people really know about Staten Island past Wu-Tang. Like, nobody comes to Staten Island for real. Like, folks, like, everybody in Staten Island don't even be on Staten Island. So how y'all gonna be like, oh, what's the Staten Island? When, like, nobody on Staten Island stays on Staten Island. Everyone is just doing Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx vibes all the time, and you just see them out. And that's Staten Island. Like, oh, then, like, randomly there might be something at Niger Bar and Grill or something. Or, like, at Latin Grooves, and then all of a sudden you see every person that you didn't think you gonna see randomly, or Leroy's or some shit. Boy, after that you see them, they partying, doing what they do, and then what? Nothing comes out of it except like Facebook gossip.
I think people don't talk about the fact that like my experience here, I was always back and forth from Staten Island to the Bronx, and I feel like that's why I didn't really have any like childhood friends that I like stuck to for real, because I was just always back and forth, always moving around and shit. But ever since I kind of been more settled here and like working here and like, you know, more older and everything, I feel like people don't talk about the fact that Staten Island is literally divided. So when a lot of people think that's not from Staten Island, they're kind of thinking about the other side of Staten Island, where it's like mad nice houses and all the freaking Republicans and like
the Guidos.
Yeah, we know what I'm talking about when I say the other side of the island. It's just like, you know, those kinds of people. And this side of the island is very still like, it's still New York. Like, actually experiencing it, because I used to think like nothing bad happened on Staten Island. Like, I used to kind of be one of those people that was like, Staten Island's mad nice and blah blah blah. And then it's not until I'm getting older that I'm like, wait, this shooting's happening, this robbery,
Staten Island.
It's slimy.
I don't know.
It's slimy.
I'm gonna tell you what Staten Island is, bro.
And I don't even know niggas out here like that. But
Staten Island filled with a lot of sharks.
Yeah.
A lot of sharks. Like, if you can't swim, bro, you gonna drown in this motherfucker. Like, it's one of those. But what I will say about Staten Island though that I do love is that you can be mad versatile. Like, on Staten Island, like, one thing about a dude from Staten Island, you won't even know he from Staten Island until he tell you. Like, you wouldn't even know, like, right? He's like, oh, that's where he from? Staten Island. It's the same response anywhere you go.
Yeah, but yo, you don't find it annoying? I feel like people that hop on the bandwagon of Staten Island is like, you know, the people that hop on the bandwagon, oh, we don't fuck with Staten Island. What's the worst borough? Staten Island, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah,
everybody talking on some shit they don't even know. I feel like that's the equivalent of like...
They're dick riders.
Bro, I feel like that it's just some ignorant ass shit. It's like you speaking on some shit. You never even been to a place and you speaking on it. 1, 2... If you it's like, I don't know, you ever just hear somebody say the most like ignorant like saying and you're just like, oh, you're one of those people? Like, it just shows me you don't really have like your own opinions for real. Like, you're not a very I don't know, you're just a very closed-minded person, kind of, I feel like. Because even me, if it's a place like Mississippi or wherever, a place I've never been, for me to be like, Mississippi is this or that, it's like, how am I really speaking on some shit if I've never even been there or never lived there to experience it?
I get it. I'm not mad at it. I I don't take it personally anymore at this point in my life. More so because I feel like I've established myself in a way like you when you think of Staten Island, you gonna think of a couple people, and then if you really know Staten Island, you gonna say my name. Like if you've really been outside for like the last 10 years, oh Staten Island, oh my nigga Cletus is from there. Damn, I know somebody from there. Y'all know Cletus? Yeah.
You know what's so crazy? I definitely think I heard your name or it come up in some way. Like now that I'm hearing it more, I'm like, I think I definitely have heard of you or
we know Staten Island small. Like if you know some, you know all.
But you know what's so weird? I feel like for me, because I was always back and forth, like people know me, but I still don't really know nobody out here like that. I feel like Staten Island, like real Staten Islanders, everybody do know each other. Everybody's in the loop with each other. Me, I always been just like solo, like just me. Like I don't really never hung around any like friend groups really, or like I don't know.
You played any sports?
Yeah, I was playing softball all throughout high school. I was playing basketball. I tried to get into soccer. I quit the first day.
Were you on any teams?
Yeah.
You was on all the Curtis sports teams?
No, not all of them. I was on the basketball team for a little bit, and then my mom told me I couldn't be on the team no more because I was getting bad grades. And then I played varsity softball for the whole 4 years, and I was captain my last year. That's
fire. Now Curtis is a vibe. I ain't gonna hold you. If I wasn't such a Falcon, I probably would have I would have been a Warrior. Gangster.
You went to Wagner?
Of course, the biggest.
Yeah.
The biggest. Like, bro, don't let all this white people shit fool you, bro. Like, I try to tell people that all the time, and I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just calling it what it is. Like, do not let these people who are not, like, outside, like, tell you otherwise. Like, if you know, bro. Like, it's not even, it's us all love all the time from me. So it's not even, like, arrogance. It's like, yeah, facts. Just do your Googles. Do your Googles. You don't got to ask too many questions. You'll know.
So, is there anything or any questions that you have that could let us get, like, deep into some shit? Like, more like getting on the deeper sense of life?
Or how deep you want to get?
Because I was going to say, like, I like talking about things that, you know, we could put in clips. And then, like, some relatable, like, deep, like, to grab people's attention, people that...
Why do you want to be famous?
Why do I want to be famous? That's a good question. Damn, that was, like, out of left field.
You say you want to get deep.
That was a good question. So we was talking about this before. That's what got us into the whole podcast shit. And I was saying that I am doing everything that I'm doing because I'm trying to build a brand for myself, for my family, for my peers around me. Like, I'm trying to really focus on the business part of music and using music as an outlet to reach people in their heart. I don't know, kind of do, like, pay back to music what it's done for me. I was talking about performance. Like, I love performing, so I want to be able to, like, actually have an audience to perform to and, like, it be authentic. And I don't know, just I think since I was little, I always, you know, when you look into the mirror when you're, like, a little kid and you, like, imagine yourself doing your dream thing. Like, I always looked in the mirror and was like, saw, like, a stage of people, like, just mad people. Like, I always just wanted to be a performer. So that's really why.
But being a performer doesn't mean you gotta be famous. You can do something that you love doing.
All right,
just
so
for the sake of doing.
I guess we're gonna get really, really deep.
You say you want to get deep.
Yeah. That's like the surface level answer.
Yeah.
But the way more deeper side of fame is, like, I guess the lifestyle. Like, I see myself, I don't know, I'm just
outside swaggy with
outside, yeah, like
swaggy
I love the camera, I love lights, I love people, I love I don't know. I love human psychology. I love the human brain. So like fame to me just goes hand in hand with like what people are drawn to and what people.
I think that you like the good things that come with what the idea of fame is.
Oh no, there's definitely
some
we
shit.
could talk about the we could talk about the I could talk about the
is-
fact. Okay, so to go even deeper, right? Like I understand at this point, definitely the place that I'm at when I speak about fame is like I have it in me that's like, I'm not gonna lie, like all those bad concepts that, you know what I mean, like come with it, like you're gonna have to sacrifice personal relationships, you're gonna have to sacrifice a big piece of yourself, I feel like, in what we're talking about in industry sense, right? Like if you want to be real, like I don't know, and I feel like I'm ready for, like, it's just I have a very competitive spirit, and like I don't know, it's like I'm very willing to sacrifice. It's like a boxer or like an NBA person, you know, like you got to kind of make that your world.
All right, so I got a question.
Yeah.
What is fame, and what do you want to be famous for?
So I feel like fame can be different. Like I was telling you, I feel like everything that I'm speaking about is subjective, right? Like everything is subjective to what everybody feels like personally, like what satisfies them, what is their purpose. So I feel like basically that's like saying what is rich. Some $100,000 could be rich to somebody, and $1 million could be rich to somebody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of it is subjective, those answers. So like to me, fame is like, true fame is like a Drake or like a SZA, like somebody that like you sell out concerts, you sell out arenas, like people that you've like all around the world like tune in and listen to like your music. That's like true fame to me. I feel like fame is like a spectrum, especially nowadays with streaming and all that type of shit, and like I don't know, YouTube and like influencers and all that. Like I feel like there's a difference between an influencer and someone that is like truly
a bag getter.
Billie Eilish is famous, like
a bag getter. Because I'm asking you a question you asked me, and you can't get mad at me for doing this.
No, I'm not.
What is rich? Because is fame, rich, and health, wealth, energy, vibe, like what are we doing this for? Is the question I think everybody needs to have. So at this point, I think that's what I would ask. As you know, like if people talk about fame, to me, bro, I feel like it's a different level, like a different level of peace, a different bag level, a different experience. Like
exactly, like you can go to a fucking Sahara Desert and like it's getting paid for by some, like, you know what I mean? That's, I don't know, certain shit is like, you get what I'm essentially, that's to me, that's my opinion. Like to other people, like you could be famous for having 100 people in a stadium, or you could 200 or whatever, you know. But like for me, what I'm aiming for is like, because I told you, I'm a very like all or nothing person. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it all the way. I'm an extremist like that, unfortunately. As balanced as I can be, I feel like I've done so much work on trying to be balanced because of how extreme my personality is naturally.
I understand. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm at the spot where, like, if I had to talk about fame, to me, I'm at a level where, bro, we just get into it so many different ways, and it's flowing. It's flowing. Like, boom, the routine's so fire that, you know, it makes everybody want to be a part of it. Like, I'm trying to get to that level. I'm trying to make sure, like, shit, all right, Ma, you good. You don't even gotta do nothing if you don't want to. Like, and I'm talking about like still having like a peace. Like I don't gotta walk around with security. I don't gotta worry about like, like I'm trying to be like Michael Jackson without all the freaky stuff.
I think I definitely am somebody that wants the bag more than I want the fame. Naturally, like
I want the bag.
Yeah.
And I want, you know what it is? I like my life right now. I'll say that. I'm the guy that, and this is not, and no, this is in the most humble way possible. I ain't trying to be arrogant. I'm the guy that's like, the person that knows really like, oh, like you really know type shit. Like it ain't one of those like, I'm not gonna say I'm an urban legend type shit or a myth, but like I'm one of those shits that's like, nah, I can't be. And then when you see somebody like randomly just like I know too many giants, and I'm real meek, like humble. I know way too many giants for a person that's not really from here, and I'm not really outside like I used to be. Like I hear people talk about stuff from like 2012 that I did, and I'm like, that's like 12 years ago. I don't even know who that person is anymore.
Yeah.
Like I know what it felt like. I remember it, but while it was happening, it wasn't a moment. Like it wasn't like a major. It was just like, are we doing this just because that's what we naturally do? So I feel like this right here is one of those things that hopefully it's the beginning of something special. Because I actually really enjoyed this conversation.
Appreciate that. That's what I was saying. Definitely, like, I'm very big on, you know what I do? I talked about this on a podcast with, I think it was Girl on the Rocks. But I was just
Shout out to Girl on the Rocks. She's cool.
Yeah, word. Shout out to her for real.
She's a warrior too, though.
She's dope. But I was just saying I do video journals, and like I will take a video of myself. Like I've been doing it for like 4 years now, and it started in 2020, and I was like, it started off with me being like, I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm meant to be doing or what, blah blah blah, but hopefully this goes somewhere. And then like the next year I was like, I know what I want to be doing, but blah blah blah, hopefully I'm at this point next year. And then the year after that I was like, oh shit, like I'm at this point and I'm, you know what I mean? So like that's why I started keeping it going, and now I'm at this point where I'm like finally in the season where I'm ready to like put myself out there again and be like, okay, this is who I am. This is what we doing, raw and unedited. This is what the fuck it is. Love me or hate me.
Man, y'all know y'all know the face. Y'all know the listen, and I feel like you in the age and the space, and like I said, I didn't want to wear my Unk hat, but I'm rocking immaculate, so I'm on my Unk tip today. I'm very cozy and that. Very
on his
cozy.
uncle shit today.
I'm on Unk shit.
Right.
Your favorite cousin is in town.
Right.
Your favorite cousin is in town, but. Yeah, no, I would say like you're at that age where you're supposed to kind of feel this. We kind of spoke about this. Like me at 23, I was on a different level. Like I was like knocking down every wall I can because that's what I felt like I was supposed to do. Like I had that hunger. Like I wanted it all. And then what happens is when you start to get it and you get it fast, you don't know how to handle it. And then on top of not knowing how to handle it, like shit don't really like. You're supposed to take the biggest chances when you're the youngest, so that like when you get older, you have the wisdom to develop like how to, like you have wisdom. You get the wisdom you need, so that the next level of whatever you do, you could get more wisdom. But you are doing it at a different level. I've done a lot of shit. Like I came in here and like in 5 minutes told you about like probably 10 things I'm doing.
Word.
And now in like the next 5 minutes after that, now we're doing a podcast.
Nah, word.
And then now, in the next like 5 minutes after I have a hot chocolate, we vibing. We gonna have a brand sponsorship because you're a marketing genius.
I appreciate you, but yeah, I felt that way when I was like 15, 16 when I was doing the music thing before. Like I felt like all of that was coming really fast, and I didn't know how to handle it or what to do with it, and that's why I was like, let me just stop, because like I said, I'm all or nothing. So I literally went nothing because I was like...
When's your birthday?
December 8th. Massage.
Okay. Yeah, so like I was saying, shout out to Immaculate Scent. The smell of the vibes, therapy for your senses.
It's an ad break.
Ad break. Shout out to the Life.
This video is sponsored by Life Shop Cafe and Immaculate Scents.
Scent.
Scents smell immaculate for the rest of your life.
The vibes of your senses.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying when's my birthday? I was saying I'm a Sag.
Okay.
And you know what? If you really know,
you're a fire sign.
Are you into zodiacs?
You're a fire sign, right?
Yeah, I'm a fire sign. I'm a Sag.
I'm a fire sign too.
What's your birthday?
April.
April what? You're Aries?
The biggest. The biggest. I don't care.
Okay, but are you into it though?
Nah, I'm not. Okay. There's levels to learning things. You know, I don't. Everything that you learn doesn't mean it's bad. Like, there's things that you learn that are bad that you use for bad. It's all about how you apply knowledge. Mm-hmm. So just knowing about certain things does not make you a bad person. Like, all right, so we back. You're tuned into Talk Ain't Cheap podcast with a friend. Friend, who are you?
Ayanna.
All right, Ayanna, what do you do?
I make music and I do video.
Okay, cool. I'm excited because I need help with the video aspect of the podcast.
Business marketing, all that.
I like that. I'm, we could work on some. That's something about me. Like I get like I said, I get right to the business. I don't like to waste no time no more. Like I was at a conference yesterday and I went to a networking event this weekend. So I've been real busy this weekend. And I also just did a podcast and I also did a course. So this weekend been busy. Like I ain't rest this weekend.
That's dope.
And now we doing this podcast with Ayanna.
Right.
On Talking Cheap podcast. And shout out to everybody who really been tapping in since day one. If you know the first question, then Ayanna, I'ma say like, yeah, what is a queen to you?
What is a what?
A queen.
A queen?
Yes. What is a queen to you?
That's a really good question.
Cause queen. Nah.
Queen?
Like, yes, a queen.
Like a woman?
Shit.
Like, what is a real woman?
What's a queen to you?
A queen is someone that pours into herself the way that she wants others to pour into themselves.
Okay, that's interesting.
And I feel like a queen is someone who is very protective of their spiritual energy and someone that's just extremely emotionally tapped in, because I feel like that side of the world, like I feel like that's why there are, I guess, quote unquote kings and queens, because you need emotion just as much as you need logic. I feel like both of them play a part into a lot of things about the way that the world works.
So you need, like, it's somebody that you can rely on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Someone you can rely on. I mean, I feel like that's kind of general, though. I feel like a queen, because when you say queen, and I think of, like, femininity, and I think of, like, what does it mean to be, like, a real woman? Because, like, the same qualities of queen should be the same, basically the same qualities as king. They just present different.
Yeah, I agree. I did mean to. I like that you have a deep thought process. Like I said, you wanted to go deep, so shit, that's where we at.
Right.
So
I wanted to talk about the zodiac shit too.
Yeah, we could talk zodiac shit. Like I said, I kept it very short.
What is a queen to you?
What's a queen to me?
Mm-hmm.
Some shit, man. I mean, that's that pressure. That's that That's that gas. That's that ooey. That's that That's
kind of what makes everything go around.
That's that immaculate vibe. Like, right. Just she just, like, her life has been like an example of what it's like to be some pressure. Like, just her whole
what
essence.
What is pressure to you? Like,
pressure is like, bro, like like, I need you. Like, I don't even want to just, I ain't talking to you just because we talk sometimes. I mean, like,
what would make you want you? What would make you feel like you need a woman?
Shit. someone that brings me more peace than I already have, and it look better. It look better and feel better. And like
look better and feel
better. You feel me? Like I'm at a really good point in my life. So it's like now like I need someone that's gonna make life more fun, more spontaneous.
You need a best friend.
I don't know. Nah, I don't need a best friend. I got best friends. I got bros. I got bros for that. I don't need no more best friends. I got more than enough best friends. But it's
you
more.
Feel like that's the core of a good relationship? Is being best friends?
Yeah.
Like your girl's gonna become your best friend.
Yeah. But there's a difference between my best friend and my gal. You feel me? Like, yeah, like I have a best friend. Because that was a problem that I had with a lot of my old friends. A lot of them friends I had, it became an issue where it was like, not blurring lines, but like when niggas start moving very emotionally charged towards you, that's an issue, bro. Like, it's never that deep. Like, it's never, like, it's certain things, it's never that deep. Them. It could be about gal. It could be about just everything. Like, principle. It could be a lot of things. It could be like, bro, it should never be that deep.
So you don't think your girlfriend should be your best friend?
Nah, I'm not saying that. I said she should be my best friend, but she's also my gal. Like, it's different.
Yeah, that's what makes a relationship different.
Like, I ain't linking my bro them like that. I'm linking my
so
gal.
What qualities in a woman would make you feel like, okay, this is like somebody I can see myself with? Like, specifically, like,
she gotta be God-fearing. And I'm not saying that because that's what everyone wants to hear now. Like, it's a buzzword. Like, she really gotta like fear God. Like, fear God, because shit, you break my heart, you gonna need him.
Yeah.
Gangster. So she gotta be God-fearing. She gotta be kind. She gotta look good. She gotta smell good. She gotta be, type clean. I like cleanliness, even though I'm not the most organized. There's a difference between being organized and being dirty. Yeah. I'm not organized. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just a vibe. You know what I mean? Someone who really adds value. Someone that's constantly growing and evolving. She makes the world a better place by her existence. She, like I said, she look good. She smell, and she can cook. She don't gotta cook every night. But we're not doing DoorDash every night, like unless we have to. But yeah, no. I like food. So
I don't know.
Just a vibe. Just I need that vibe. You know what I'm saying?
But like, I feel like anybody could get that to you. Like, I feel like specific.
I don't think so.
Yes. Like,
while still being themselves naturally, no way.
I'm saying, like, for me, I don't know. I feel like it a lot goes into play. Like, what for me, like what I would need, like or. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, fine, like, you're a green flag. And I feel like it goes deeper than are you nice and you smell good and all that. I feel like it goes into, like, are you financially responsible?
Yeah.
Are you, like, how do you react in hard times? You know what I mean? Like, are you showing me the energy that, like, are you showing me what you require? Like, so let's say a lot of girls be like, I need patience. This is my favorite thing to talk about. I need patience. But then I'm not going to give you patience. Let's say we talking and everything. We trying to get to know each other. And I'm like, I need patience. I'm going through a lot, blah, blah, blah. But then you're going through your shit. You act the same, you know what I mean? You act however you act because of where you came from and blah, 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 blah. But when it's your turn, I'm going to be like, kind of over criticize you and, like, let's say you say something and I don't know, like, I'm not talking about disrespectful shit. I'm talking about, like, you as a man, let's say you're like, whatever, I'm having a bad day, you know? And then I'm like over criticizing you and I'm like, why you talk, like, I don't like that you talk to me like that. And you're like, I'm sorry, I was having a bad day. It's like, I don't know, I don't like that.
I would say people need to learn how to love themselves enough to love me. I would say people need to be patient with themselves and be patient with me. And I would say people need to trust the process, trust themselves, and trust God.
So what would you say to somebody that has a good connection with someone, and the other person needs that time to do all those things themselves, but you don't know how long that's gonna take you. So what do you do?
I gotta look.
And you can't be friends because you already crossed the line.
I mean, that's another thing. I ain't really giving those girls that type of addiction right now. I've been real celibate for like a while, like a minute now. Like, so I ain't crossing those boundaries unless you really even giving me the one type of energy. And you gotta see me. I don't be outside. So I would say like I'm very much intentional. I'm very much intentional about my situation right now.
Exactly, and that's what I've been talking about a lot, is intentions. Because I feel like, again, you're somebody that is always going to be needing healing. I'm somebody that's always going to be needing healing. But to make that choice together, to say we're going to try to grow together, or, you know what I mean? Try to be there for each other through that, or whatever. Like, I'm going to still prioritize myself, but I want to be a part of your life. Like, I feel like that's something I'm looking for right now in terms of the green flag thing. Because it's like, if you don't even know how you feel about me, what are we really doing here?
Yeah. I'm not knocking that. I would say.
But that's why I wanted to talk about the zodiac shit. See, my man's is getting distracted over here. On
I'm
his phone.
not. So look at you. What I'm really doing is
my man's is getting distracted.
I multitask. Number one, and
technically the human brain can multitask.
Mine can, and I'm posting us. So if y'all want to follow us on Instagram,
right?
If you want to follow the brand, follow Talk Ain't Cheap Network.
Me.
Yeah, I got you.
Ayanna Unphucwitable on Instagram. Always Unphucwitable. That's something I can talk about too, eventually.
What's that?
I just finished kind of talking about it, but
you Unphucwitable right now?
Yeah.
So you with the shits or you not with the shits? What are you saying?
Unphucwitable, like you can't fuck with me. The only person that can fuck with me is me.
All right, I love that for you. I feel like that's how I feel about everything immaculate _ I just do I do things that make me feel. The minute I don't feel, like I don't want to do it no more.
I'm very much like that too. But again, that's why I say, if you know, I don't know, I'm gonna be one of those people. If you know what time you're born, you should figure out your whole chart.
So you say I gotta go on that cosign app?
CoStar.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Now I am one of those people, because I'm not gonna lie, like, people think it's bullshit. People have their own experiences with it or whatever. But I'm just a big, like, I'm very spiritual, and I feel like it does, like, the moon and the stars do have a connection with us. That's something I could get a lot of backlash for probably, but yeah, I don't know. Your body is 90% water, and the moon controls the tides. I feel like in some way, shape, or form, we're connected to the earth, the moon, the sun.
So you think
some way, shape, or form, it has to have some effect on us.
So you think that the people who control the weather want us to vibe different?
I don't know if people control the weather.
Shit. Climate change, global warming, it gets freaky out here. You see, we had 2 hurricanes that really almost wiped out the whole vibe.
What I'm saying, like, what I think, I do genuinely believe, like, the place and the time that you were born, the way that the stars and the moon, everything was aligned, has some play into, your person, like your personality, your all that. So, like, for example, I'm a Sag sun, I'm a Virgo moon, and I'm a Scorpio rising. If you learn about the signs individually, all it's basically saying is, like, everybody has every sign in their chart. It's just, where does it place? That kind of shows more of where your personality is, and I don't know.
So I gotta re-download my CoStar app to tell you what I am.
Do you know what time you were born?
I'm an Aries sun, Gemini moon.
Oh, so you know it?
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Yeah, so let's see. Let's see your CoStar.
I'm about to go on then. I don't believe in CoStars because I believe in Jesus Christ.
So what is it?
Jesus Christ. I believe in Jesus
that's the
Christ.
clash always.
I believe in Jesus Christ.
That's
So
always
I
the
don't
clash.
really, like I said, I don't. People like to get mad. I believe in God. I definitely believe in God. They're like, what about Jesus? I'm like, yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ too. I'm learning more about Jesus Christ right now.
So am I in a weird way, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm weird like that. I don't know if I could ever really just believe one thing. I'm like real diverse.
Yeah. I feel like with so much more
take pieces of
information,
everything.
there's so much information now.
Oh yeah.
So
But we don't even know if any of it is true anyways.
I mean, we'll figure it out one way or another.
Yeah, eventually.
Well, we got to go to heaven, right?
Right.
So it really all depends on how you live your life.
I need to know your chart though.
I'm a Libra rising.
You're a Aries sun. You're a what?
Gemini moon.
Gemini moon.
And I'm a Libra rising.
That makes sense.
What does that make sense? How does that make sense?
Because your moon is who you are on the inside. So I could have guessed that Gemini was going to be your moon because Gemini gets a lot of criticism, but Gemini is a very intelligent and like outgoing sign. And I don't know, it's just like the way that you're passionate about your work and like the fact that you say you do like 10 different things and all that type of stuff, like it gives Gemini moon. And then Libra rising, because your rising is how you come off and how other people perceive you and like how you perceive the world. And you give very like balanced vibes. Libras are very balanced. It's a very balanced sign.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on the CoStar app. I can't read this right now because I gotta go read my Bible.
He said, "I'm with, not one of them."
I gotta go read my Bible, but I could be on Instagram if y'all want to follow my Instagram, the Cletus Group.
We can switch it up if you want to.
Nah. We can get deep. Like,
I
was just saying for me personally.
Anybody.
There was a time that I did a lot of research on my zodiac sign, but I feel like with zodiacs, it's just one thing that you can take from that doesn't really determine everything else. Like,
oh yeah, there's
levels to life.
You can't look at everything and think that's not what I'm saying.
There's a reason why like there's astrologers. Like people respect astrologers. Like, so there is levels to like the science.
Mm-hmm.
But besides the science, I don't get too deep into it personally. Maybe in another form of my life, maybe at another time I'll look more into it. But right now, like that's just not like my personal priority. You know, like
I respect that.
Yeah, like getting closer with God is like my closer priority.
And that's why I say that's interesting because I've definitely had a lot of clashes with my friends that are followers of Christ, and they tell me the same thing. And they're like, "Ayanna, shut up."
Nah, I wouldn't say shut up. I just feel like I don't take it as, like I said, the ultimate truth. Like, I feel like there's a master's thesis to everyone's life, and you just have to figure out like what yours is. And I'm in a process to still figure it out. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. Like, I got the CoStar app right now. What do you want to know?
No, it's okay. I want to see your chart. I just want to see it to feed my little.
What you want to know from my? All right, let me say this. The sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life.
No, you're just gonna tell me what your chart is. Just say it. I'll know what it means.
The whole chart?
Yeah, the whole chart.
The ascendant moon?
Everything.
That's a lot.
Your Venus, your Saturn,
That's a lot.
No, you're not gonna read the whole thing. I mean, like, just tell me what the signs are. Like, tell me where.
Alright, my ascendant is Libra.
Yes.
My Scorpio is Jupiter and Pluto.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Pluto is just a generational planet, and Jupiter is. I always forget Jupiter. We're gonna skip.
Capricorn is my Neptunes and Uranus.
That's generational too.
See, I don't want to see it get too freaky. That's why I be chilling. Talking about generational. I don't even know.
Okay, what's your Venus?
You really want to know?
Your Venus is your love planet.
My love planet?
Yeah. How you are in love.
How I am in love, bro? How do you even...
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I didn't know it got this deep.
It get deep. Real deep.
All right, Venus is Taurus.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't see that either. I mean, it could make sense, but that's not.
Do you feel like you could be stubborn in your like beliefs and in relationships?
Potentially. But maybe, but I don't know. I feel like this level's to all this, so I just kind of take things how it comes with that.
We're gonna say my chart just for the future sake of it, just for anybody that potentially watches this and wants to know.
I don't want the devil on my life because of my chart now. Don't be trying to send no bad energy to my chart. Like
it's okay. Look.
Don't be like don't be a witch doctor on my life, okay?
No,
like I pray a lot. I really will catch you slipping.
I have really good energy.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some weirdo. You're not a weirdo.
Some weirdo?
Yeah, once you put stuff out on the internet, bro, folks get weird. Oh.
Folks do be getting weird.
Folks get weird, bro.
It's alright. It's alright. We just go.
Folks want to always see you all the time. Like, see you all the time. All the time?
I'm gonna say it. Say it.
Say it.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. My sun is in Sag. My moon is in Virgo. You're not gonna know what this means, but I'm just gonna say it just to say it. My moon is in Virgo. My rising is Scorpio. My Mercury is in Sag. My Venus is in Sag. My Mars is in Aquarius, which makes a lot of sense. And
has to.
My Jupiter is in Cancer, which also makes a lot of sense.
Oh my God.
Saturn is in Gemini.
Okay. So if people want to stalk your life, they'll know where you're at by your stars.
So yeah. So basically what that means in a nutshell is that I'm outgoing, but on the inside, I'm very analytical and OCD. And then I present as very mysterious and like you kind of want to dive more into me. And then my Mercury is in Sag, so it gives like when I communicate,
Nah, I'm listening to you. Don't.
I'm just saying what anybody would say looking at it, just for you.
I'm just trying to get. I'm learning how you get all this.
Because like I said, if you're really into it, like if you know, you'll know. But
that's deep. Keep going.
The way that I communicate is very erratic. Basically, it's saying, like I said, this is just a general. I'm putting it in very general terms. My Venus is in Sag, so my love life is crazy. My Mars in Aquarius, that's your aggression planet. So like, it's an air sign. So think about air. Like I think that's why I'm into it, because it's like fire, water, air, earth. All of the qualities kind of represent in nature too. So when you think of air, right, you're thinking of like something that's like very like, think of space. So like Aquarius's air signs could be very much in their own world, like very much like the way that they deal with shit is just like, I'm just gonna be passive about it type shit. Fire signs were very outgoing and fiery, and you know, water signs are emotional. They're like water. Like if you see a pond, a river, there's light and dark to each element.
You watch the Avatar, don't you?
Y'all could watch all this shit.
That's why I know. Yeah, you watch Avatar. Right. All the girls who watch Avatar,
you know what's so crazy? I've never seen Avatar.
You never seen Avatar?
No.
Which Avatar you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about The Last Airbender.
I've never seen any of the Avatars.
You capping?
I'm not capping.
You never see the Avatar?
No.
That's like one of the best shows I've ever seen in my entire life, and you never seen the Avatar. You probably watch P-Valley. Nah, nope. I'm joking. I ain't gonna do that.
I was a Harry Potter kid.
Oh yeah, nah, I wasn't.
I love me some Harry.
I never got it.
Harry Potter.
Can
you do an English accent?
I can, my dear. Which kind of English accent you want to do? Black
from
British
London
or Black British or like I from my man?
No, I just want a regular. Somebody said I sound like I'm from Manchester.
Bloody hell.
Yes.
Hey, bruv.
I met some bruv. Isn't it?
My man. Walk on, my brother.
Waste man.
Yo, waste man.
Yeah.
It's
my dream to be British.
We could go to London. I like London. Shout out to my homegirl, Sav.
You know
Joints.
what's so crazy? Really quick story time. I went to UA, and there was a girl there that was British. She's from England, and I like spoke to her like, "Hello, how are you?" And she's like, "You think you're funny?"
Yo, that's hilarious.
She was like, I was like, she's like, that's a bit offensive. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, yo, I didn't realize like it was offensive. And then somebody told me, yeah, that's like somebody talking to you like, yo, what's good? Give me a bacon, egg, and cheese, yo. You would look at them like, what? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why she got offended though. I'm not gonna lie. If somebody
we not sensitive in America. Like,
yeah, somebody did that to me, I wouldn't care.
We not really sensitive in America. Like, only on Twitter people does America look as sensitive as it does. 'Cause that's the problem with social media right now. America looks very sensitive. They sound like whiny kids. Mm-hmm. Like, just let's everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say all the time. Like, who cares? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
You get me?
You get me, bro.
My mind.
Right.
But I feel like that's like all the westernized countries right now.
But yeah, anyway, sorry. We'll get back on track. We won't talk about the zodiac shit no more. He don't want no demons. He loves Christ.
Shout out to Jesus, man. But I will say this though. I do believe that there's levels to life. And if you want to learn more about yourself, there's nothing wrong with tapping in. So reach out, link up. If you want a coaching session, you want to go through some things, learn about yourself, come see us. Come talk to us. We can really get you right.
Right.
It's like life coaching, but deeper.
Right. And sometimes you just want to listen to other people talk about shit that you talk about. I feel like, yeah. That's how we started talking in the first place.
Is there anything that you want to talk about? Because I don't know how much time you got.
I was kind of thinking that. I'm like, is there anything that you wanted to know? You said you started this off with you wanted to talk more about me. And then I was like kind of thinking like, wonder what we're going to talk about.
We talked about a lot, didn't we?
Right. Zodiacs. And fucking Staten Island.
That's what you want to call this episode?
Zodiacs in Staten Island.
Zodiacs in Staten Island. I'll put an album out called Zodiacs in Staten Island. I like that. I'm gonna put that in my notes.
Zodiacs in Staten Island.
Yes. Boy, because there's a whole lot of monsters out here. I'll tell you that. This place is crazy. This place is crazy.
Where do you see yourself in a year?
Alive, God willing.
But, you know, more to that.
What's up?
Assuming that you're alive and well, where do you see yourself in a year?
I don't even know because I don't know. Like, I'll put like this: from last year to this year, I don't really see like. I see changes, but they're not drastic. So I'm not saying I don't count them, but they're not like. Like I would say like I would want, where we at? We are in October, about to be November.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want to host another wedding. I want to sell mad candles. Have an online presence online. Start making some like substantial money, just vibing. Family all alive and healthy and well. Spiritually in a better place, maybe with a girlfriend, God willing, but I'm not really stressing that. I don't know if I'll still be at my job. God willing, I'll have a job. If I don't, then it's cool. I'll probably be starting something by then. So I'm chilling. I'm in a great space. God is the greatest. Like, it's crazy. I like this question because like things can change. Even like my ideas of what I want to see myself in a year can be like completely different. Like, it could be a lot better. Like, when you start breaking down like your day to day and life, like you could be a billionaire next year if you really lock in for 365 days. If you really like go beast mode, you really can be some shit. So I'm saying that whatever I just said, that's at my worst. So if as long as anything's better than my worst, then I'm good. But I definitely want to put out more content, no cap. But I need help. I need a team. And I need like some people that got that dog in them. Like I know some dope people. So when people see this, I want people to be like, yo, this shit is hard. Like the content, the shorts, the visuals, the marketing, the branding, all of that. Like they need to come to this like, oh, this is a whole new thing. And I want people to tap in. So everybody can get to that bag. Yeah, so everybody can get to that bag. Because ain't shit free for nobody in America, bro. Unless you really broke.
It's going to be one of them lost files.
Man.
That you got to really search for.
Man. Vibes.
But, yeah. I don't know, a year? I feel like a lot happens in a year. I'm definitely like... I'm coming out of this like lover girl era of my whole life and still being a lover girl, but just in a different way. And like, I guess where I see myself in a year is really just being fully focused on music, working, doing content, but like just way more than I'm doing now, in a sense where like I'm actually directing. Like, I see myself directing in a year. Because right now, I just do little videos, like, you know, from promotion-wise and stuff. But I want to get more into, like, even acting. Like, you know, just being that full creative mode. I just see myself doing that. Like, just being fully dived into it. In terms of, like, the details, like, around me, I really don't know. I feel like that's where, like you said, everything is, like, the universe timing.
Everything's in divine order.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mega Everest College, man. I learned something from Mega Everest College. Shout out to Mega Everest College. Everything is in defined, it's in definite and defined order.
Right. So, hopefully, with my plan and everything that, you know, I want to drop, like, music-wise, visual-wise, networking-wise, like, hopefully in a year I'm performing again and just being locked in with that. And like you said, just building my team.
What kind of team do you need?
What kind of team do I need? I think the team that I'm talking about is my personal team. Not even really like so much my creative team, because I feel like that is going to come with a lot of time and a lot of just like that's going to be the journey in itself. But I mean, like, the team I'm talking about is like more of a personal team, like making sure that I'm emotionally good through everything that I'm about to be doing, because I'm somebody that's I could be a very sensitive person, and I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm just one of those people. I need, like, a good, tight, close-knit, personal team in my life that is away from everything that, like, nobody knows about. Away from cameras, away from everything.
I got you with that. I mean, I feel like that would be dope. I feel like that's so hard to develop, though, because, like, I look at it this way. People got real stuff going on. Like, people got, like, their own lives, their own situations and stuff. So I feel like that for me, why I never built one of those, it's just I couldn't see somebody else being very dedicated to what I have going on. Like, I just couldn't see it. Not saying that the vision was never there. I feel like it was, but I feel like I had to become that. Yeah. First, you know, so like
but that's what I'm saying is like that will always be. That's what I mean by like that's a different kind of like that's the journey in itself. But like in terms of the personal, I mean like I need like the personal support. Like I'm talking about like I've been more focused on my relationship with my mom, like, you know, the small like little family that I do have, and then in terms of like dating wise, like I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. But if there is anything romantic that is meant to be in my life, like it would have to be one of those like you just support me, like you're just my best friend, you know what I mean, like you're there to I don't know, because like what you said, that the main is always going to be me. Like I'm always going to have to be my main support system regardless. So I feel like that's why it's important to me to have that little, like, I don't know, because I feel like I still am an emotional person, even though people look at that in different ways, because emotions could be, you know, your biggest downfall at the same time. But I don't know.
So are you saying that you want a team or that you need a team? Because I would say, like, a lot of the stuff that you're looking for, like, you can get a therapist for that.
Oh, I want a team.
Oh.
Like, that's why I said I'm more like, I just feel like I really believe in myself and have a very secure relationship in myself at this point enough where, like, all the business and music shit is, you know, that's my sacredness, like, with myself already. It's more so about now I'm, like, trying to pay more attention to, like, let me make sure my personal, like, relationships are good. Like, the ones that I know, like, that's why, you know, Danny, like, that's my brother. Like, that's why I help him out here. You know, anything that he ever needs, like, I'm always be there. You know, like that, a relationship like that, for example, like, is very important to me because I know that he's gonna tell me about myself. He knows me enough, and he is the same person enough to, like, tell me about myself and be like, yo, you know, bluntly, like, you're doing this and it's causing this, and this is going to do this and this, and it's like, you know, he's my family, like, he's looking out for me, whatever. So that type of stuff is important to me, and I value. So I like to kind of make sure that that's good too.
I feel that. I have, like, actual family for that, so I feel you for that. Like,
I don't have a big like, I don't come from a, like, family, you know.
Oh, me either. But at the same time, like, I do got family, you know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's dope. I mean, we've been talking for a little while.
We've been talking for a little while.
I mean, if people want to follow you, link with you, kick it with you.
I was gonna say you can edit out, like, it don't gotta be.
Nah. We keep this whole thing going. Yeah, I put the whole thing out.
Whole thing going.
Yeah, I put the whole thing out just like that. Man, I make it sound good, clean up a little bit, but it's what you hear is what it is. Like,
well, anything that I say, I didn't say. Don't hold me to anything.
Why?
Why? I don't know, cause
stand on your shit.
Nah, it's not even about that. It's more so, like, you do change, you know what I mean? So, like, I look back at videos of myself from 2 years ago or a year ago, and I'd be like, what the hell was I even saying? Like, you know, but I'm just saying in a more broad sense. If anybody sees this in the future, I
feel like you are who you say you are, and
that somebody don't like, I'm sorry.
It is what it is. I
like,
ain't
at
sorry.
the same time, I ain't sorry because I didn't mean it.
I said what I said. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's where I'm at. It's just growth. Anybody who really gets locked in on an idea of who you were at a certain moment, and next time, like, I'll be honest, I feel like a lot of people don't really be mad at each other for real. A lot of people just sensitive and don't want to deal with what comes with confrontation.
No, I'm just saying, you know how this world is. Next thing you know, freaking people be digging up what people said from 2003.
They try to Kevin Hart you.
Yeah. They said this and they said that, and they not for this and they not for that, and they try to twist your words. And I know, like I said, like we was talking about before, the dark side of everything that come with fame. Like, that's essentially what I'm talking about. Is the shit that you don't even know that could bite you in the ass.
So why even, you know, like I said, it goes back to my first question, why do you want fame? Like, why do you want it, knowing that? Is it the value add? Is it, like, what is, like, the one thing?
It's the value that I would add. Bless your soul. Bless your kind soul.
God is the greatest, thank you.
Right. But yeah, it's definitely that. It's you hit it on the nail.
Alright, cool.
That's why I said I feel like I compare it to, like, NBA or MLB or fucking boxing or just, like, you know, sports like that. Like, you there's a whole bunch of players. They all good at their own, you know, things. You could debate which one's better than the other, but that's kind of the spirit of everything. I feel like it's entertainment. It's for the love of entertainment.
I'll put it like this: life is
that
already
good
too
juicy
short.
entertainment.
Life is already too short. We in America. There's a lot of
In
things.
America.
We in America.
And it's gonna keep going whether we like it
We
or
don't
not.
know. Are you voting? Oh man.
You know, somebody told me if I don't vote, I should stop podcasting. Like I should just quit.
You've been podcasting?
Somebody told me that.
Okay.
He said, if you don't vote, you could just stop your podcasting right now. I said, what?
I don't even know if I'm supposed to be registered for voting, but I didn't get nothing, and I think the absentee voting started today. So like all the voting, like the pre-voting,
I will vote.
early
yes.
ballot. The early ballot started like today, yesterday.
It was yesterday. Yeah.
So make sure you go out and vote. Get your ass up and vote, nigga. Get your ass up and vote. Go do something. If you're not voting, I don't want to hear nobody's opinions.
I don't even know how I feel about that to even speak on it. That's why I just be like,
yeah. If you're not, I'm gonna try my best. They say I could get off some work hours to go vote, so I might take a half a day and go vote that day. So if you gotta see me outside, I'm at the voting registration. I'm telling you this now. But I enjoy this conversation.
maybe one day if I go to run for something, I'll talk more about that.
I've worked.
I go to run for president.
I've worked for a political campaign on Staten Island. So shout out to Moy Barnes.
Yeah, I was a part of the Senate in Albany too.
Oh, word. Okay.
So.
Okay.
I was definitely around everybody that wanted to be a lawyer and debating with them. And
shout out to Bianca. Bianca was she was chief of staff for Jarius's. Shout out to my bro Jarius and the New York City Touch or New York Touch, NYC Touch. Jarius was the president at Albany during my era.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So he's the president of Albany.
Yeah, I created an org there and everything. Shout out to PRSA.
What's PR? Public relations?
Nah, so Puerto Rican Student Association.
Oh.
So when I went there, I got into the Senate. I learned how student organizations work. This could be the last thing. I learned how student organizations work, and then I was like, there was like a group called Fuerza that was like a whole bunch of Latin people. But it wasn't. You got somewhere to be? He got somewhere to be. He check his phone.
Nah, listen, I'm sorry. I'm being mad rude today.
No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. Nah, long story short, they had like a group where it was just a whole bunch of Latin people, but it wasn't nothing specific. So I was like, fuck it, let me just make a Puerto Rican Student Association. So I learned like how to put everything together. I learned about just kind of the ins and outs of everything, like the budgeting of just everything. Set them up with a faculty advisor that's like dope. He's a videographer and everything.
Y'all should get y'all should get Fat Joe to be like y'all advisor for the PRSA.
Nah, it had to be. They had to work there. Faculty advisor.
I would like Fat Joe as my faculty advisor. He does mad shit. Fat Joe, if you see this, I want you to be a faculty advisor at my college. Gangster.
Fat Joe.
Let's do it for the Puerto Rican Student Association at Albany. Let's make it happen.
Right. But yeah, so I created that, and then that's when COVID happened, and I went to Florida, so I had to not go to school there anymore. So my friend, like my best friend at the time, one of my best friends, she took it over for me, and she tried to push it, and then they did their thing with it, and then next thing you know, it fucking grew to like they have like 700 followers now on their thing, like people, like their members and everything, people that's tapped in, they're doing events, they're doing this, they're doing that. I'm like, yeah, they're really doing their thing. And I was like, yo, I eat with that. They used to reach out to me, they're like, oh, like you should come to an event. But where? That's
fire. That's real fire. Alright, so yeah, what's next for Ayanna Unphucwitable? Shout out to iBattle TV.
Shout out to whoever.
iBattle TV.
Are they rapping?
They might be. But yeah.
Sorry guys. I just had to listen. I had to because I don't know if they was spitting or if they was spitting.
Like someone's about to shoot this shit up.
Yeah.
That's just battle rap. That's just battle rap.
What's next? Like I said, the artistry, the visuals. I'm really excited to drop everything and to get back into that mode again. You know, God willingly, with divine timing and everything works out the way I know it's going to.
Everything is in orderly and defined time.
Hopefully I'm alive for it.
God willing.
God willingly.
God willing.
Right. What's next for you?
Mr. Fourth Quarters in the spot. Shorty know I'm hot. That's why I got the guap.
What?
Got the AR. AR. I'm like a Lakers. Y'all gotta call me AR. Vibes. Immaculate energy. Douce in my cup. Nas Prosecco and orange juice. What's up?
What?
Yeah, it gets crazy. I like my Dirty Shirley's. That's like Tennessee whiskey with the Shirley Temple.
Right.
I'm a family. I'm chilling. I'm vibing, just in good vibes, good spirits, good food. Maybe
Good
lose
food.
a little weight. Maybe lose a little weight. God willing. we just doing a job.
So vibes.
With the vibes, immaculate vibes, immaculate
Right.
scent.
We about to be out here. Shout out Life Cafe.
Life
Again.
Cafe. We going. Like I said, I might want to start doing a podcast here. You work here every Sunday.
I'm here. You just hit me.
I bet. Yeah, if they could let me, we could do this like every week.
Right. Right.
I bet.
Definitely. But yeah, about to be out skis.
Outskis. Follow the brands. And we out. Y'all know the face, y'all know the name.